Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Isaac and Friends. Welcome, everybody, and welcome to another Let's Play video. You may hear Moonpie meowing in the window, even though he has very much been told he is indoor kitty. He does not go outside. I don't care. I don't know what his obsession with going outside recently is. Cutesy goth? I don't even know with that. Hang on, I'm gonna go deal with Kitty. Alright, I went and dealt with Kitty by giving him hugs. Cat, no! No, stop meowing into the window, please. You're not outdoor kitty. I don't care. You are not outdoor kitty. You're indoor kitty. Third drip postmodern photograph. Rin Hojo, writer, is haunted by a recurring dream in which he kills a young girl during a ritual. He receives an album of postmortem photographs located on his request by Hisoka. Upon viewing one of the photos, Rin recognizes the very scene from his dreams. Eager to delve further into this puzzling mystery, Rin heads to the abandoned inn in person this time, bringing along his assistant, Rui Kagamiya. Hang on. Ladies and gentlemen, your furry culprit. Hi. You gonna keep meowing in the window? You know, after, 5 years of being my cat and being an indoor cat, I would think that you'd get used to being indoors. And you wouldn't meow at me to try and let you out. I'm sorry, it's not happening. There's cars out there. There's other kitties. Lots and lots of other kitties, most of whom will probably not be friendly to you. Yes. I am very protective of my kitty. Meow. I'm just trying to pet you. Meow. 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 I got a better idea. Why don't you sit on my shoulder? Come on. Top your furry butt down. Buzz butt. Buzz butt. Our fuzz butt, everyone. Moon pie. He's such a good boy. Uh-oh. What do you remember, my friend?
Will you die with me?
Trying to keep him from going to the window to yowl again.
She's beautiful, but she looks sad too.
Yeah.
Isn't she the type of woman that you get nervous around?
Yeah.
Cat, stop. Stop. You're not getting outside.
There may be more of this stuff out there.
Shall I call Hisoka?
No, let's go there ourselves. It'll be quicker that way.
At this hour?
It won't take long.
Silly kitty.
So then, shouldn't you take the camera obscura? You haven't used it yet. This could be your chance.
A new one.
People say there's something off about that place.
Okay.
Memorial portraiture. The act of photographing dead bodies was practiced in Western countries in the 19th century, a time when photography was still a rare and expensive luxury. Hang on, people. I gotta go deal with the kitty. Okay. I've tried playing with this cat. I've tried putting food in his food bowl. He just wants to sit there and meow in the window. The bodies of recently deceased family members and loved ones were photographed in lifelike poses as a solemn keepsake of remembrance. While researching the phenomenon, I discovered a similar custom made its way to Japan. Hang on. Alright, we may have finally got the fuzzy crackhead. Calm his butt down. Or maybe not. Known as postmortem photographs, a small number of these photos still remain. I've been unfortunate enough to obtain one such photograph, which I found to contain a certain beauty lacking in its Western counterparts. When photography first arrived in Japan, it was accompanied by a prevalent superstition that photographs could steal a person's soul. Did that in the West too, by the way, which is really interesting. Whenever anyone truly believed this or not, it surely gave postmortem photography a special significance in Japan. If photos were taken with this belief in mind, then postmortem photographs would not simply have been taken as keepsakes for mourning purposes. Rather, the practice may have carried a certain deeper spiritual significance. Hisoko's letter to Rin Hojo. The camera you left me to look at is a device known as a camera obscura. Its purpose is to capture images of the supernatural things invisible to the naked eye. These cameras are incredibly rare, with almost mythical status in the antiquities market. A few have been known to exist, but this is the first I've seen with a compound lens. I don't mean to frighten you, but rumor holds that to own a camera obscura is to invite misfortune. They say everyone who has owned one has either died, lost their mind, or gone missing. The cameras themselves have outlived many owners. While some aficionados do seek them out, the stories of previous owners meeting with such misfortune has had an impact on their value as antiques. My camera obscura was left to a local family after its previous owner passed away. They graciously gave it to me. I believe yours is still usable, but please exercise caution in doing so. Sincerely, Hosoka Kurosawa. P.S. The cover on your camera obscura is broken, but it seems it originally had a box shape. I doubt you'd sell it to me, but I would like to borrow it for a while if you don't mind. I am happy to compensate. Please think it over. Cool. So his has a compound lens. Okay. Yuri's report, found item report. Client Rin Hojo, Yuri Kozukata. Verified by Hisoka Kurosawa. Details request. Finding items pertaining to postmortem photography on Mount Hikami. Obtain them if possible. Perform shadow reading using postmortem photograph found on Mount Hikami as a token. Located album of postmortem photographs in Ichiru Manor. took custody of the object. Cool. The Maiden Slayer. I don't think the story has anything to do with what's going on, but never know. The Maiden Slayer. Mount Hikami has long been steeped in legends revolving around suicide and ghosts. Revered as sacred place since time immemorial, it was once the worshipping ground and home of many shrine maidens. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy, dear. You come to say hello. There was once a man who fell in love with a maiden, came to the mountain in order to court her. However, she remained loyal to her duties and refused his advances. Enraged, the man killed her and threw her into the river. Several days later, he returned with a torch and blade and proceeded to brutally butcher all the shrine maidens on the mountain, tossing them into the river as he went. The waters of the mountains flowed red with blood, carrying the slaughtered corpses of the maidens all the way down to the pool of purification. It is said that the eyes of each of the shrine maidens had been gouged out. Just before killing the first maiden and tossing her into the river, the man's eyes met with those of his victims. Something in her eyes led him to murder the others, or so the legend goes. With all the maidens dead, he killed himself by cutting his own throat. Ooh, a Ju-on, perhaps. It's a grudge ghost, by the way. In Japanese lore, it basically causes the person to repeat the same thing that happened over and over again. The ghosts of the Shrine Maidens, still drenched in those bloodied waters, have appeared on the mountain ever since. It is said that those who meet their eyes are led to their deaths. They follow the women into the water and drown themselves. Though only a legend, the story is believed to be based on actual incident. Local records show that the bodies of several Shrine Maidens were discovered long ago, and that all rituals and rites ceased to be performed on that day. Notice Journal 1, Mr. Hojo can't clean up after himself. For someone who lived alone for so long, he's incapable of housework. He can't cook, and he's bad at tidying up. It's more like I'm more like his caretaker than his assistant. He loses things all the time, and whenever he doesn't have a book he needs, he blows up. He usually ends up asking Miss Kurosawa for help. One time when I was trying to sort all his books, there was one I couldn't find anywhere. It's like it just disappeared. Miss Kurosawa found it with her shadow reading. She went into his room on her own, then came back out a little while later with the missing book. She just smiled and said something about making the invisible visible. What is this shadow reading business anyway? That reminds me of that one time I was tidying up and I came across something I'd never seen before. It was like Mrs. Kurosawa said, the invisible became visible. It was kept inside an old box. What you shaking for, buddy? Meow, 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 meow. Oh. I didn't even know what it was. I put it inside the store later on, but when I went to proper look, it vanished. It must have gone invisible again.
It's almost sunset. We should hurry.
Yeah, let's go.
And you little cat. Meow, are you furry?
There's a local superstition warning people not to go up Mount Hikami after dusk. If you climb the mountain in the twilight hours, it'll show you a different form. Its true form.
Aww,
Only those who wish to die come here at that time.
Thank you, sweet buddy. Hello. Yeah, sweet buddy.
I think that's the inn where the album was found. This must be Ichiru Manor. So, do you think you'll be able to use the camera obscura? I think you should try it out first, just to be sure.
Okay.
You can take multiple photos at once. Use the multi-shot function to take 4 photos at once, dealing more damage to ghosts than your photo. Ooh. Taking multiple photos at once also helps get fatal frame shots. After a multi-shot, the obscura will take longer than usual to reload the film. Ooh.
Is the camera working?
Well, you look like you, so yeah.
Is that a good thing?
Here we go.
Alright, into the spooky manor we go.
Part of this inn, the part that's further back inside, it was part of some temple or shrine. After it became an inn, the proprietor's family lived here, but it doesn't look like anyone's been here. There was a massive landslide that hit Mount Hikami. Maybe they were all buried under the rubble. Hey, it looks like the album you asked for was found in the old building.
Yeah, sure looks that way.
Drowned woman. There's a heap of scrap wood in the end of the hallway. The water must have washed it down here. There's a hole in the wall. I can see it in the next room over. It looked like splitters too. The hatch on the duct has shut itself. Must have been the wind. Yeah, not necessarily, buddy. Woman in the shadow, man in the shadows. Hello, what is this? Herbal meds. Hello? Hi, hands. Hands waving in the dark.
I don't think this is the way to the place Hisoka mentioned.
The windows in this hallway have been nailed shut.
should be around here.
Okay, where'd you go, lady? So sorry. Why are you trying to murder us? Here we go. Back into the older part of the inn.
This must be the room where Hisoka found that album.
Yeah, it seems so.
Man shrouded in darkness. I mean... The crumpled note has materialized. This must be what was reacting to the camera. There's a note lying on the shelf. Maybe it belonged to someone who lived here. Messy Note 1. How long has it been since I lost everything? The mountain swallowed up half my inn. All I have left is that old photo album of post-mortem photographs. The one left by my father. I don't even know who these photos are of, but it's the last vestige of family I have. How long have I spent here, wallowing in darkness? It doesn't matter. I'll burn it all. And then there will only be me. I think I'll end up in the observation room on the roof. The sunset is lovely up there. The flames are calling. There we go. Uh-oh. Whoa, okay. Alright. Alright, ladies, that's enough of that.
According to the stories, after the landslide, the owner of the inn moved to the 3rd floor. And they say he burned himself to death there, or that he threw himself into the lake.
A common enough story.
Can't go that way.
Tell me about it. Since then, they say that if you look up at the 3rd floor veranda, you'll see someone looking back down.
Really?
I'm sorry.
Oh, come on. Go down, you. Oh, come on, get off me. Okay. We got some more of that. There we go. I was trying to figure out how do I get my health bar. Take some herbal medicine. Deal with that. Darn ghosts and their spooky nonsense. Get off me, come on. The flashlight won't penetrate the thick glass. Perhaps the landslide buried the building even up to this point. Got it. The vent. Oh, we gotta go back down to get it, don't we? Why do we gotta do? Even before the landslide, there were always strange goings-on around here. Some years ago, 2 girls went missing on a college field trip. The police were stumped a few years later. One of the girls turned up again, seemingly out of her mind. There were lots of theories, but most people believed that they were simply spirited away. That girl came back each year to look for her friend, like some sort of pilgrimage. Countless people have gone missing over the years. We're all used to it by now. My father was spirited away too, as was the folklorist Kiji Watari. Next it'll be my turn, I bet. I'll vanish with the rest of them. I doubt anyone will think to come looking for me. A wee bit of foreshadowing, perhaps? Then again, to be fair, should we really trust herbal meds that have been found in, you know, you'll dilapidated inn? it's been falling apart for gods know how many years. Bro, go away. Right, so he probably can't do the thing that the little girl can he? Oh, come on. I hit the... Take the photo button. Huh. Ah, what the heck? Ghost left something behind when it left. Looks like it was left by the innkeeper. The place has gone from a tourist hotspot to a suicide hotspot. But I suppose that's what always That was always the case. This mountain and death go together side by side. Miko Mori was once known as the Grove of Shrine Maidens. The sacred grove where the mountain's maidens oversaw the deaths of pilgrims, easing their passing to the other side. I like that. I envy it. I wish someone would be there to see me off. Was that maybe the man who wrote this?
Rui, are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine.
See, this would be a good time to be like, alright, no, we need to go get sage. Time to go get some sage, some salt. Like, what is it with these people that are always dealing with the paranormal? But they never bother to think of, sage, salt. You know, stuff that's commonly known to be good against corrupting evil spirits.
It's so beautiful. The mountain looks like it's melting. It's coming up into that sunset. If I could just melt back into the lake, into the setting sun.
Well, I mean, I guess bro kind of got what he wanted. The sunset beckons, it's calling me into the water. This is the right thing to do. Oh. Kitty is sitting here cleaning himself. Meow. Type 24 film. Well, knowing how games usually go, we're gonna have to go into the room where the ghost was, aren't we? Huh. Man staring at something. The whole room is charged. The man might have left something behind if he
Looks
did.
like there was a fire. This must be where the innkeeper moved.
Bro, you might want to pay attention to the guy behind you. Dude, hey. Your friend is gonna...
Rui!
Don't just stand there, do something.
What's wrong? Is something there? What were you doing? Can you
Being
remember
possessed.
anything? Let's go home.
Your buddy got possessed.
You cannot leave the mountain. You will dissolve into nothing. I will glance into your soul.
Come on. Oh, come on. Teleporting around, buggers.
I will glance into your soul.
Behold, photography machine gun. Get photographed, lady. Is it connected to... The album of postmortem photos was assembled by a floor colorist who lived on the mountain. His name was Kijay Watatari. He became fascinated by the custom and moved to the Mount Hikami to study how it is spread through Japan. My father seemed to take an interest in these photos as well. Strange foreign customs always fascinated him. While he was running the inn, he helped Watari collect post-mortem photographs from the nearby town. On Mount Hikami, water itself was deified. It seems like Watari wanted to get a deeper understanding of this unique outlook, so he set up a house in the forest to experience it firsthand. He was greatly aided by my father, who had already set up the inn by that point. He remodeled it from an old, unused shrine. I think he thought the extra religious heft would help attract more visitors. One day, the floor colorist went missing. Several people formed a search party, but they were unable to find a trace. Even the road to his house seemed to have been lost in the woods. My father scoured the mountain too, but all he found was that photo album. He was soaking wet when he got back. I remember he was acting strangely. His eyes had this curious glint, almost like he'd been possessed by something. The next thing I knew, my father went missing as well. I'd forgotten about the photos until I found them in the old building, after the landslide, but now I understand why my father left Watari too. These photos are so beautiful. Photo album left behind by the innkeeper was put together by a folklorist on Mount Hikami. As Rin and Rui explored the inn and traced the spirit of its owner, a ghost tried to lure Rui to self-termination. Then through the pouring rain, an ominous shrine maiden appeared. Rin and Rui left the mountain with more questions than they started. Neat! Ooh, we got an A rank. While Hisoka is still missing, Yuri recalls what she witnessed on the mountain. Buyuhi taking her own life while entranced by a malevolent spirit, and the bodies of the dead shrine man and maidens washed up at the pool of purification. These disquieting images leave Yuri with no doubt that Mount Hikami houses some of the kind of horrifying secret. Yuri takes the camera obscura that she found on the mountain and begins searching for a token that will lead her to Hisoka.
Suicide, huh? There was no body, right? And you said, what was it? That lots of women's bodies washed up afterwards? I think there have been reports saying something like that before. Oh, well. I'll see what I can find out tomorrow.
Alright, well, to be honest with everybody, I think that is enough for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, my friends, and take care.
Shadows fade and ghosts retreat. In the calm of night we meet. Monsters lurking in the mind. Leave the fear and peace you'll find. Creeping whispers now are still. In the silence feel the thrill. Horror fades with morning light. Time to rest and feel alright. Isaac and friends, we brave the stars. Through the halls and chilling depths. Hit subscribe and join the ride. In this dark we and join the ride. In this dark we do